What's good, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Test, test, test. Let's see how we sounding. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? There's gonna be a couple sets we're looking at. We'll just join the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Didn't take any trades last night either. GJ just did a quick move about an hour ago. And like literally at 2 o'clock, like we can see right here, hit that level, ejected, shot down. So like always, we're either gonna wait for price to retrace back right here, or we're gonna see if price can break this level and treat it as a resistance around 182.30. We're looking for a possible sell setup on GU as well. Price broke this resistance level. We went for the sell on, what is it? Today's Wednesday. On Monday, we hit a couple of well, no, not this trade. I might have deleted the markup on accident yesterday. But we went for a sell on this like on Tuesday, I believe. Hit a few TPs with trades, shot down again, but then during the news yesterday, it wicked and hit our stop loss. Then went to hit all the final TPs. Oh, let me fix the mic a little bit, y'all. Give me 1 second. What's going on? I see y'all in here. Yeah, but we're looking at this possible GU setup. Just waiting to see how it holds this 15. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When we look at any charts, drop them in the chat. But you guys already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Now, GN is a little bit interesting. So we still have some bearish momentum. As we can see right here, price is still holding this level as a resistance. Let me try to mark it off. Yeah, so we got like this price around 550. Price is holding as resistance. So we see here we had a little bit of consolidation. Price broke that consolidation, made a low. We see the lower high and the lower low, but then price is still holding as low as resistance, but we still have failed to make a lower low. So we're still going to be looking for sells. Wouldn't really look for buys unless price breaks above 600, 615 and starts holding that support. But as we can see last night, about a couple hours ago, price rejected this level. And we're right back at this level right here where we was looking for sells on Monday. So if we can hold this level as a resistance, which we're waiting for right now, watching it off the retest, we could look for a possible sell setup right here. Same thing with GU. We're watching the retest to see if it can hold this level as resistance. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're looking at any charts, drop them in the chat. Those are just joined the stream. We have not entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join our free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. So we're going to pull it up in a little bit, going over how we did yesterday so far this week. What's going on, John? I see you in here. What's going on? We do got a lot of news popping off today as well. So we could see some slow price and volume until New York. We're still gonna be on the charts, of course, but we still gotta understand what's going on today. So looking at today is let's go on the 13th. All right, so we had GBP news about an hour ago, so that's probably what caused the spike to the downside with the GBP pairs. Because if you look at the Euro pairs, they didn't drop down like the GBP pairs. So as far as New York's concerned, at 8:30 we got USD news, and then at 2 p.m. we got a Fed speaking. Then we got two FOMC events, and then at 2:30 we got another FOMC event. So it's going to be very interesting. And then 15 minutes before market closes, we got New Zealand news, and then when markets reopen later on that night, going into Tokyo session, we got Australian news at 7:30 p.m. EST. So yeah, it's going to be interesting what's going on. We're going to be going live with the members later on today. We're going to be going live for the 2:30 news event. Going to be looking to see what the other news events did, looking to see what that news event does, go over a few things, look at the charts and all that good stuff. But yeah, so don't be too surprised if volume is slow, but London session did just start at the same time, so we're going to see what goes down, what happens. But it's been a pretty decent Monday and Tuesday, though. Can't complain there. You guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're looking at charts, drop them in the chat. Also, if you haven't checked out my most recent video, make sure to check that out. I'm about to drop that link in the chat right now. So then we're watching to see if price can hold this level as a resistance. Yesterday hit that level, failed after the retest. Today we see it broke that level, and right now we're waiting to see if it can either A, hold as resistance, or B is going to do what it did yesterday. So that's what we're watching on right now. New 5 minutes just popped up. We got another 5 minutes till the next 15 pops up. So while we're watching and looking at the charts, we can go over how we did yesterday so far this week. So yesterday we went 1-0, took an EN sell the day before. TP7 got hit, caught 59 pips. Then we took a gold sell. TP2 got hit, got 200 pips. And then we got wicked out during the news. And then I personally re-entered as well as some other members. Took another sell position on it. And then it continued to go a little bit further. Eventually hit all the TPs actually. But that news event wicked and hit our stop loss. Barely hit our stop loss, and then literally right after that candlestick, price went back, did a retest. As you can see, held as resistance. Already was looking for sales. He was in yesterday's live stream. We was talking about sales. He watched the Sunday chart analysis. We were talking about sales. So again, it was the right idea. The news just whipped this out, and then continued to go that direction. Hit all the TPs. It was a nice little move right here. So this was about a nice, almost 1 to 2 risk reward. Then as you can see, it hit my level here. Failed to hold as a resistance, retraced back up. So as far as gold's concerned, we're waiting for one of two things to happen. Either retrace back up to around 1988, or we can look for another sell setup, or we're going to wait to see if we can break the support level and treat it as a resistance around 1974, where then we could look for sells around 1960. But then we also have that EN sell. That's how we did yesterday. So we got 259 pips. And then Monday, there's this TPs getting hit right there. And this is how we did on Monday. Monday, we went 3-0. We took 3 trades. Took a NAS100. All TPs got hit, got 17,600 pips. Then this was the EN sell. We hit TP1, got hit, then rejected. It was a drawdown for a little bit. Well, not even a little bit. It was on drawdown until the next session that night. And then we took a GU sell. TP3 got hit, got 27 pips. And all this stuff we broke down in the Sunday chart analysis. So make sure to check that out. Every trade posted has the date, time the trade was entered, personal entry, SL, how people view to enter the trade, reactions, TVs getting hit, screenshots, positions, student results, all that good stuff. But let me put it back on GU. So yeah, we're watching to see if we can hold that level. We see GN, same thing. We see how it hit that level, failed to hold as a resistance. Waiting to see if it can do so. So yeah, we're just patiently waiting for our confirmations. We're in no rush to enter any trades. We're just chilling, letting price do its thing. And then this was that NAS setup we took the other day. I continued to hold it yesterday as well, because it just kept pushing up. This was a nice little setup here. So this was a nice 1 to 7. I didn't take the second position. This was one of my sessions I was doing yesterday. So I had this one position, nice 1 to 7 risk reward setup, and now it's chilling right here. So as far as NAS is concerned, if we continue to hold this low as support at around 16,400, we can look for buys going to around 16,600. But we can also see how prices kind of just been chilling right here. Like no volume at all right now. You guys got any questions, drop in the chat. We're looking at your charts, drop in the chat. We are not into any trades right now. These are just trade ideas. We're not into any trades right now. Yeah, we're gonna look at gold. So I don't know if he was in yesterday's live, but in yesterday's live we was talking about looking for sales at this level here at 1988. We can look for sales going down to 1974. Price did that yesterday. So right now we're waiting for price to do one of two things. We're either waiting for it to retrace back to 1988, 1990. If they can hold that level as resistance, we can for sales going back down, or we're going to wait to see if price can treat the support level as a resistance at around 1974, and then we're going to look for sales going down to 1960. But we're looking for sales right now. I'm not looking for buys anytime soon. I would have to break a couple levels for me to consider looking for buys. Now, again, looking on the daily time frame, we see a low, lower high, lower low, and we're hitting a strong support resistance level. So we could see some retests, but I do want to see price break those levels for the downtrend to continue. So we're just going to wait and see. Of course, just because I want to see that happen doesn't mean it's going to happen. So, I'm still waiting for my confirmations and rules before we take any trade. But that's what's going on right now. We're just chilling patiently waiting on that. I'm currently in a sell from 1980, writing down 1974. That's what's up. That's what's up. Just keep an eye on your charts. Like I said, it could do a little bit of retracing, but I am still looking for sales. It has like a nice little wall. It's kind of chilling underneath right now. I closed my positions personally on the yesterday. Though. It would have been nice if I kept holding because I would have caught some more pips last night, but I closed mine. I think before market closed yesterday. What's going on, Patrick? I see you in here. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. Want to look at any charts? Drop them in the chat. We have not entered any trades yet. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. Yeah, I'm just moving my alerts up right now, most of the charts, because I'm still watching to see if it can hold these next levels or break these next levels. But I'm also not too, not going to be too shocked or surprised that we do see some retracements, because again, we saw some pretty big moves happen yesterday and Monday. Ooh, I don't know why my mic chopped up like that. And this is why we always want to wait for confirmations, because again, we see price broke that level, but off of the retest, it failed to hold that as resistance. It could try to push back down, but we're still just waiting for price to show us it's going to do that. Because like I always say, price is always going to show you what it's trying to do and what it can potentially do. You just got to patiently wait and just watch. You just got to patiently wait and watch. What's going on, Mario? No more TikTok live? Nope, not anytime soon. My main account got banned like a month or two ago. I made a new account, but since it's new, like I don't know what it is. It's not pushing out like the old account was. So like I literally just be sitting there talking to myself. So so I'm just gonna be posting on there, waiting to get some more followers, waiting to see like, what happens in the next couple months. We're gonna see what happens next year. But as of right now, no TikTok lives. Might switch it up and see, we'll see what happens next year. But right now, no TikTok lives. Make sure to follow my new TikTok though. New TikTok on the bottom of the screen. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well. Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Make sure to check that out. Any advice to a retracement won't scare you? Well, why does the retracement scare you? That's what you got to figure out first. That's the first question. Why does the retracement scare you? I love retracements. It's about perspective. You know what I'm saying? I love retracements. Well, this is one thing I'll tell. Like, I actually have a video. Damn, that's not dropping today though. I have a video dropping today. I have another video dropping later on this week going over that. So be on the lookout for that video. But as of right now, I have this video that's out that'll help you out with that. Because the best way to get over it is to understand it, right? Because a lot of reasons why people always talk about emotions, about trading psychology, all this stuff is literally because you don't have a full understanding of what you're doing, right? So if you don't know how to read the charts, you're probably over leveraging and you have your money on the line and then you're in drawdown. Of course, you're going to freak out. Of course, you're going to have high anxiety and all that stuff. But when you take the time to actually learn, understand what you're looking at, what you're dealing with, you won't really feel any of that. Because like literally every day, even when I'm in drawdown, I'm not really stressing. I honestly don't care. Why? Because I have a full understanding of what's going on. I know what's going on in the charts at all times. But it's not even, it goes beyond the charts as well, right? It goes with the hand in hand with your trading plan and a few other things. But let me find this video. Give me 1 second. Where is this video? You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. Want to look at your charts? Drop them in the chat. How many candles you need to see touch on a level to create a support or resistance level? Candlesticks don't create the support resistance levels. There's already support resistance levels. The levels are already made. They've been there for I don't know how long. They've been there. Like I have a bunch of videos. Like there's a chart. Like we can go to it right now. Like there's like if we look at GM. And I have a video going over this. Let me drop that in the chat as well. Let me find that video. Here we go. Right. So I think I have these levels marked out. So we see this level right here. We can see that this is a support resistance level, right? We see how it reacted when it hit this level. This was all the way in October. The same level was being treated as a support resistance October last year. The same level was being treated as support resistance February. We keep scrolling. The same levels being treated as support resistance. We're all the way in 2018. So these levels are already set in stone. So as far as what we're looking for is confirmations. We're not looking to see and identify support resistance levels. We already have those identified. That's what these lines on my screen are. We already have the levels identified. So what we're doing is, like I said, we're waiting for confirmations, right? Like the vocabulary I'm using, we're waiting to see if price can hold a level, treat as resistance, hold a level tree as support. You get what I'm saying? But the levels are already set in stone. We just got to figure out how to identify those levels so we can trade off those levels, which I have a bunch of videos on the channel breaking that down as well. Yeah, so gold, nothing's changed. I know a lot of y'all like gold, so I don't mind going over it again and again. But we're waiting for one or two things to happen. We still have bearish momentum. So we're waiting for price to either retrace back to 1988, 1990, see if it can hold it as resistance like it did yesterday and go for a sell, or we're going to wait for it to come back down to 1974, see if we can hold that level as resistance, and then we can go for sales going to 1960. We still have bearish momentum. We could see some retracements, but I'm not looking for buys anytime soon. Wait for the actual move. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing. We're waiting for the confirmations, right? Like if you're watching my trade breakdowns, like I dropped the trade breakdown the other day. I'll drop that in the chat. Let me try to find it really quick. Here we go. Let me drop this in the chat really quick. Bam. All right, so you're watching my trade breakdowns. I talk about that, right? So you want to identify the trend, then you want to identify your key price levels, then you want to wait for those coverage. Because again, I tell my members and students this all the time. We do not control the market, so we got to worry about and understand and kind of master what we do control, which is what? When we enter a trade, when we exit a trade, how much we risk per trade. That's the only thing we control. So since we don't control the markets, we want to wait to see what price is going to show us is most likely going to do, right? Because of course nothing's 100%, even though we're on a crazy win streak right now, right? We're on a crazy win streak right now. That doesn't mean everything's 100% because we do lose every now and then, right? But we went we're 4-0 so far this week. Last week we went 5-0. The week before that we went 9-0. As far as last month, November, if you scroll to the 51-22-1, October we went 32-5. So we lose some trades, but we win way more than we lose. And then the wins always cancel out through the losses, and that's because we wait for these confirmations instead of trying to beat price to the chase or assume what it's going to do. We wait for price to show us signs, confirmations, and it literally show us what it's trying to do before we make a decision. You know what I'm saying? That's why you be seeing me on these charts. I be chilling, be waiting. So now we see GU like we was talking about dropping back down. So we're about to see if we can hold this level as resistance. So new 15 did just start. So we're about to see what this 15 looks like. Let's see what else you're talking about. More entries. It can retrace. I don't really like to say it's due for retracement because when you start thinking like that, you're gonna start trying to catch the retracement. One thing I always tell the members and students is everything showing us buys, only look for buys. Right, so we can go over NAS really quick. I want to keep an eye on this. So let me pull this up on my other screen. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. When you look at any charts, drop them in the chat. Give me 1 second. All right, bam. So let's pull up NAS real quick. All right, so again, watch the Sunday chart analysis, the indices, gold, JPY pairs, New Zealand pairs, a lot of the one that's projected, but we're bullish, right? So we have this higher high get made. So if price fails to hold this level that's currently on as support, we could see price retrace. But I'm not going to say it's due for retracement. We could see retracement happen because it did explode for like 2-3 days straight. But there has been plenty of times we've seen in the past where these are due for retracement, quote unquote. but it keeps on going and pushing in that direction. So again, so price right now is chilling, as we can see on my level here. This is at around 16,400. So if what we want to do is see if it can continue to hold this level as support. If it can, then we're going to look for another buy setup. If it fails to hold the level of support and retraces back down, we're going to wait to see how it reacts to this level here around 16,220, 16,230, and then we'll potentially go for a buy setup there. At what point do you think GJ will start going back down? I don't really think that way. I don't think that way. Again, I don't try to beat price to the chase. I just patiently wait for price to do what it's going to do. Because I was just talking to a member about this yesterday during one of my one-on-one sessions. I don't care which way price goes. I don't care which way price goes. I just want to know and determine which way it's going to go. Right? I want to figure out what trend is in, where uptrend or downtrend. So as far as GJ, we had that huge drop happened last week. We didn't ride the GJ wave down, but we rode the EJ wave down. I can show y'all that in a little bit. But as far as GJ, there is still bearish momentum. So what we want to do is wait for price to hit a couple of levels, right? Again, it did a move at 2 o'clock. Hit this resistance level, just like yesterday. This is the move we was looking at yesterday. Did the same move, hit that level and reject it. So we want to wait for price to do one of two things: either retrace back to around 183.15, 183.20, look for a sell there if it can continue to hold as resistance, or we want to wait for price to come down to 182.25, 182.15, see if it can break that level, hold it as resistance, and then we can look for a sell going to like 180, 140. But as far as when I think it can go back down, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't control the markets, neither do you. All we can do is wait for price to come to our next point, our next price points where we can look for setups at. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? We don't control the markets. We can't really, predict it to that type of extent. No problem. No problem. I got y'all. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. Want to look at any charts? Drop them in the chat. But yeah, we're just chilling right now, patiently waiting. You guys can see with all these charts, we've got a lot of choppiness going down or retracements. We do got some news events popping off later on today. We had one about an hour ago for the GBP pairs. At 8:30, we got one for USD. Then at 2 o'clock, we got FOMC. Then at 2:30, we got another FOMC news event. And then when the markets reopen later on, we got Australian news event. And then 15 minutes before market closes, we got New Zealand news. So we got a lot of news popping off today. So it's going to be interesting on Wednesday for sure. I'll be live with the members during FOMC. I got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. If you haven't checked the most recent video that I dropped that in the link, make sure to check that out. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure to hit that bell and sub button. We don't just live stream, but we post weekly content as well. Y'all know how YouTube works. Go ahead and hit that logo. Check out the profile. Explore, look at the playlist. But right now, we're just chilling, patiently waiting. Just chilling, patiently waiting. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_way. TikTok's _playmaker_way_. I post daily on both pages. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram as well. I respond to all messages. I don't do sell stops. I do manual trades. This is just a trade idea. I like to have my stuff visually out so I can see what I'm looking at, make sure it's a good trade idea, look at the risk reward. But I'm not in this trade. It's just a trade idea. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. Or looking at your charts, drop them in the chat. Those just joining the stream, we have not entered anything yet. This is just a trade idea. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. Join the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourselves. New 15 just popped up. Let's see what this new 15 is talking about. This price kind of just been chilling right here. We saw a very slow retest, and now we see price still holding as resistance. So let's see what this next 15 is talking about. Gold's retracing back up. Indices are still dead. Shout out everybody in the live. Shout out everybody that's been in the live since the beginning. Everybody that's been in here since y'all joined. Make sure to hit that like button too. Yeah, we haven't taken any trades. Yeah, it's slow, but you know that's the reality of trading. It's not what you see online. It's not like you just action as soon as you open the computer. That's not what it is. Right? Price only moves when there's volume. If there's no volume, you can't really do anything. Information's on net, can't really do anything. You gotta patiently wait. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta patiently wait. Got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We're looking at your charts. Drop them in the chat. We got gold retracing up. So again, we're waiting to see if it can break this level, or we're just going to watch and see what happens if it retraces back to this level. Usually, this is usually what we see during FOMC days. Prices usually slow until either New York or until literally FOMC pops off. Depends on the pairs. Like if you're like comparing like NQ with NAS5 with SPX, yeah, but it literally just depends on the pairs, not with everything. Like with forex, there's literally opportunities during every session. Now that doesn't mean there's going to be opportunities every session, every single day, because that's like saying, New York session, there's opportunities with every chart, every pair, every day during New York session. That's not the case. But Tokyo session, there's plenty of setups, there's plenty of trades I've caught in this year, this month, this quarter. Well, let me not say this quarter, this month. This quarter, it's a slow quarter. But, London session, we obviously caught plenty of trades and setups during London session, as well as New York. Right? The markets only close 1 hour throughout the day. There's opportunities everywhere. Yeah, well, the goal, we're waiting for one or two things. We still got bearish momentum on the daily time frame. As we can see here, we still got that bearish momentum. You see lower low, lower high, lower low. Then we came to hit the support resistance level here at 1974. So we watched the chart analysis, price where exactly as projected so far. So we want to see what things happen. We want to see a price if it can retrace, come back to 1990, 1988, see if we can hold that level as resistance again. If it can, we can look for sales. Or we want to see a price can break 1974, 1972, treat that as a resistance, and then we can look for sales going down to 1960. As far as SPX, we're still looking for buys, just like we've been all this week. That one that's projected from the Sunday chart analysis as well as yesterday as well. So currently it's kind of chilling right above the support level at 46.50. So it can continue to hold 46.50 as support. You can look for buys going to 46.75, 46.80. Or if it rejects this level, we could look for buys going to 46. Looking for buys at 46.30. We don't look for sells anytime soon. We could see some retracements happen, but I'm still looking for buys because we're still bullish. I don't just trade out support resistance. What you're seeing is the end result. It's the whole process. I go over some of it, well, most of it, like the quick version and a lot of the trade breakdowns on my channel. I dropped a few trade breakdowns during this live stream. But if you go on my profile, there's a bunch of trade breakdowns. Just choose one. But it's not just strictly support resistance. I trade based off market flow and the rules of the 3 cycles. Price follows. You guys got any questions? Drop them in the chat. We're looking at the charts. Drop them in the chat. We see price literally just been chilling at this level this entire live stream. Again, we see other charts that literally just been retracing or consolidating. So we haven't really missed anything. We're just waiting for a volume to kick in so we can make some moves and catch some pips. Because again, we make money, we catch pips based off volume. So when there's no volume, can't really do anything. US30 is in the same boat as NAS and SPX. They're in the same exact boat. Bullish momentum. Broke this level yesterday, so we got the support level here at 36,580. So we want to wait for either price to retrace back down to this level, see if we can hold that support, and then we can look for buys going to 36,800. Or If it retraces, we can see some buys also at 36,400. Well, wouldn't be looking for sales anytime soon. All right, we're still bullish. We can see all this week we had a clear high get made. Everything showing us buys, only look for buys. Everything showing us sells, only look for sells until price shows us or tells us otherwise. But yeah, we got, like I said, we got some news popping up later on today. Be on the lookout for that. Make sure if you aren't to go ahead and subscribe. We're almost at 2K subscribers. Make sure that first link in the description on the free signal room for your Telegram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. See it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram is playmaker_away. TikTok's _playmakeraway _ post daily on both pages. If you want to contact me directly, you can DM me on Instagram. But yeah, I'm still going to be on the charts, but yeah, we're going to see what happens. Members, like I said, we're going to be going live on FOMC later on today. So in a few hours, I'm going to drop that New York price watch list for y'all, probably after that first news event. And we're going to be back at the same time tomorrow, London session, 3 a.m. EST.